Hello, it's Angie with another styling video. The weather has been so glorious this week that I've been inspired to take the inside outside today and show you various ways we've styled our garden for an afternoon with friends and family. And if your guests are anything like ours, well, they will hopefully enjoy spending time with you, and if it happens to be a warm evening, well, they may even stay on. You know, we've all missed so many occasions that we should have celebrated during the past 2 months. And with the hospitality sector possibly not reopening their doors for a further few months, well, why not consider entertaining in your garden? Hotels and tea rooms may still be closed, but we can still be putting on the Ritz, and we will help you transform your garden for an afternoon vintage tea party. Now, that could be ideal for a belated Mother's Day celebration, perhaps a missed birthday or anniversary. What about baby showers and hen party afternoons? Or just the fact that you've missed your close friends and family so much, you just want them to come over and spend time together. It doesn't have to be a particular reason, apart from the fact, of course, that we've all missed them so much. Now, we have an impressive collection of fine bone china tea services with cake stands, bird cages and lanterns to make your party a fabulous occasion. We'll even bring along lace tablecloths, doilies and bunting. So please take a few minutes to relax with a cup of tea or even a glass of Prosecco, whilst we show you some suggestions for a wish upon a style garden party. Now, one thing I love about entertaining in the garden, if the weather permits, is that you can really go wild with colour. It doesn't matter if you start mixing different colours, different patterns. I actually think the brighter the better, and just use lots of vibrant colour in your soft furnishings. Now, one thing we always use a lot when we're creating garden parties would be our collection of bird cages and lanterns. One thing that's very important as well is to get a citronella candle, perhaps get a few of them, and once they're lit, they do ward off insects, wasps and bees, and that will avoid you and your guests being stung or bitten. If you are having a garden party, I think it's always fun to hang some bunting. It just adds to that party atmosphere, just as some soft music does as well, as you can hear playing in the background. Or perhaps, you know, you want some lively music so you can all get up and have a dance, which is obviously fun to do. Now, some of you may have, like myself, a chimney. They were popular a few years ago. Mine is so heavy I haven't really been able to use it, so I've decided just to use it as a focal point, and as you can see, I've put some artificial flowers in it. You could perhaps do the same or add some greenery. And I've noticed as well that a couple of my cushions do need plumping up, so I think I'm just going to quickly go over and plump up one of those. Thinking about all the celebrations we've missed over the last couple of months, birthdays, anniversaries, baby showers, even Mother's Day, I think we could perhaps have a belated afternoon vintage tea. So that's what I've done here. I've set up the table in a shady corner of the garden. I've used actually one of our fine bone china collections. This is one of my favourites. This is called the Lady Carlisle. I've added a candelabra and a couple of other touches. You'll also see that I've included a couple of cake stands. Now, in the absence of having some delicious sandwiches, cakes and scones, I've just put some flowers on them just to add a bit of decoration. But I just wanted to point out that we do work alongside chefs and caterers, and if you're hiring them to come and provide all the food for your celebration, then we're happy to work alongside them and provide everything else that's needed. We will also provide the chair back covers and tie backs as well. So that's one thing you might want to consider. I think there's nothing nicer actually than afternoon tea in the garden, and vintage teas have proved so popular. I've included here some paper serviettes that I've folded, and if you have watched any of my previous videos, I normally include a demonstration in napkin or serviette folding, so I'll probably do that again in one of my next videos. So here we are, afternoon tea served in the garden. Well, once your afternoon guests have left, I think it's time to find a little corner to sit down and have a well-deserved glass of wine while you think about the evening guests that are going to be arriving soon and what you're going to do for them and how you're going to transform the garden. So just let you have a quick look at how the garden looks during the day before we look at what we're going to do for the evening. So here we are. And we've now used some torches which we've lit, and I think it's a lovely idea. It's quite romantic, really. And we've now set the table for an intimate dinner party, which I'll show you a bit closer in a moment. And we're just really panning round now so that you can see how different the garden looks in the evening. We still have our LED tree there, all lit up, but we've now done away with the bird cages and lanterns, and in its place we've got candelabras and candlesticks and some fresh flowers. And we've now used some torches which we've lit, and I think it's a lovely idea. It's quite romantic, really. And we've now set the table for an intimate dinner party, which I'll show you a bit closer in a moment. And we're just really panning round now so that you can see how different the garden looks in the evening. We still have our LED tree there, all lit up, but we've now done away with the bird cages and lanterns, and in its place we've got candelabras and candlesticks and some fresh flowers and some vases as well. So just let you have a look. And now the table is set for an intimate dinner party with some close friends or family. And this is a lovely time to be in the garden. If it's a beautiful evening and still quite warm, it's just lovely to sit outside. And I'm just panning around the garden now just to show you that our LED trees really do come into their own when used outside at this time of the evening. And as you can see, we've replaced the bird cages and lanterns with candelabras and candlesticks. It's just a lovely time of the evening. So I'll just let you have another look as we pan back round to the dining table. Well, as you can see, it's nightfall now in the garden and our guests have left. And so it's time for me to wish you good night. I hope that you've enjoyed watching this video and also that you're going to be entertaining in your garden very soon. Until then, keep well and stay safe and good night.